Deal breakers are important to pay attention to because a deal breaker means just that. We have something, you and I, that we disagree about, and it's a deal breaker. We cannot go forward until we either take that off the table or one of us gives up on something that's very important to us. So an example might be, I love doing drugs and alcohol. I don't have a problem with it. I enjoy it. I think we should do it. And you say, no, I don't think that is what I want to do, and I don't want to have a family where there's drugs and alcohol. Fair enough. In fact, both people, we could say, it's fair. You can really ask for, demand, expect the thing that you really want. However, you may not be able to be in a relationship with that person. That's just the way it goes. So deal breaker is a cold, hard look at reality. Both partners, can we resolve this issue, take it off the table for good, without residue, without it coming back like a bad lunch? That's really important, that it has to be taken care of before moving forward. Now, you might say, okay, why do I want to do drugs and alcohol? Or why don't you want to do drugs and alcohol? And here's how it's probably going to come down. And that is, the person who is best able to argue why it's a good idea for me and you to do drugs or not to do drugs is probably going to win this thing. So in a bid for what are we going to do, how are we going to do this, what do we agree on, big ticket items, the secure functioning way to resolve or deal with this is to ask the question, or at least see if you can argue, here's why my idea, what I want, is good for me, but also good for you. And I have to answer that, argue that for you. It has to be strong. Otherwise, I can't sell you on the idea. Now, even though both of you may be very good at arguing this, you still may not agree, in which case, I'm sorry, you probably can't go forward. Now, here's the other thing. When people are forced to really deal with deal breakers, they often come up with creative solutions because in the end, breaking up is very hard to do, relationships are very sticky, and one person may decide they'll give up this thing because I'd rather be with you than not be with you, and that would be fine. But again, you would have to make sure, looking down the road, this is not going to come back to haunt either of you. That would be unfair. So deal breaker, look at it. There are big ones, small ones. Really survey the field and make sure you deal with them before you go forward, because you want a future, right?